Okay, so today we're going to talk about systems of equations. There are two most common ways to solve these, which is elimination and substitution. So basically what a system of equation is a set of two or more equations with the same set of unknown variables. So on the left side here I'm going to start with is elimination, and since we already have a positive 2x and a negative 2x, we can just add down the line. So our x's will cancel and we're left with 4y equals 24. So then divide by 4 and y equals 6. So now that we know that y equals 6, we can substitute that back into one of our equations to solve for x. So I'm going to do the bottom equation here, and negative 2x plus 6 equals 4. So then you subtract the 6 and you're left with negative 2 equals negative 2x, divide the negative 2, and you're left with x equals 1. So in this equation, y equals 6 and x equals 1, and that's solved by elimination. On the right side here, we're going to solve by substitution. So in this way, what we're going to have to do is take one of these variables down here and solve for one of them. So I'm going to start with the bottom one here. So x plus y equals 5. So subtract the y, and you're left with x equals 5 minus y. So with that information, we can substitute that back into our first equation for the x. So then we're left with no more x in the variable in the top equation. So 2 times 5 minus y plus 3y equals 12. So then you distribute the 2 and you're left with 10 minus 2y plus 3y equals 12. And then you subtract the 10 and you're left with 2 on this side, and you combine your y's and you're left with y, just one y. So y equals 2. So then what you do with that information is you substitute it back into the bottom equation that you started with. So we know now that y equals 2. So x plus 2 equals 5. We subtract the 2 and we're left with x equals 3. So now we know that y equals 2 and x equals 3, and that's how you solve by substitution.